Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're stepping into a topic that's often shrouded in silence, yet it's something that touches everyone in one way or another. Yes, we're talking about mental health awareness. In our busy lives, we often forget to check in on our minds, to listen to what they're telling us. But mental health isn't something to be brushed under the carpet. It's as real and vital as physical health, and it's time we started treating it that way. It's time to break the silence, to start conversations, to share experiences, and to listen without judgment. Because the more we talk about it, the more we understand it, the more we can help ourselves and others around us. So let's embark on this journey of understanding, compassion, and self-discovery together. It's time we shed light on this important issue and break the stigma surrounding it. Before we dive into this journey, let's start by understanding what mental health really is. It's not just about the absence of mental illness. It's a broader concept that encompasses our emotional well-being, our resilience, and our ability to cope with the trials and tribulations life throws at us. It's about how we think, feel, and behave in daily life, how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is integral to living a healthy, balanced life. Our mental health can be affected by numerous factors, including our genes, life experiences, and even our physical health. It's a complex interplay that shapes our mental state. It's essential to understand that it's okay to struggle, it's okay to feel down and out, it's part of being human. Think of it as maintaining a healthy balance in the chaos of life. It's a dance, a continuous process of adjustment and readjustment, and that's okay, it's all part of the journey. One of the biggest hurdles in mental health is the stigma attached to it. This invisible barrier, built on misconceptions and fear, often prevents individuals from seeking the help they need. But why does this stigma exist? It's often because of misinformation and misunderstanding. Many people believe that mental health issues are a sign of weakness or a character flaw. This couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health issues are not a choice nor a personal failing. They are health conditions just like asthma or diabetes, and they can affect anyone regardless of age, gender, or background. It's also important to note that mental health issues are far more common than most people realize. In fact, 1 in 4 individuals will experience a mental health issue at some point in their lives. That means someone you know, be it a family member, a friend, or a coworker, could be silently battling a mental health issue right now. The stigma surrounding mental health not only deters people from seeking help, but also isolates them, making their journey to recovery even more challenging. This isolation can lead to a vicious cycle of silence, suffering, and ultimately worsening mental health. So how do we break this cycle? We start by talking about it. We start by normalizing mental health conversations in our homes, schools, workplaces, and communities. We start by educating ourselves and others about mental health issues, their prevalence, and the fact that they are treatable. We also need to challenge and change the way we use language around mental health. Words are powerful, and using them carelessly can reinforce stigma and discrimination. Instead of labeling people with their conditions, we should acknowledge that they are individuals first, who just happen to be dealing with a mental health issue. Above all, we must create an environment where people feel safe to talk about their struggles without fear of judgment. An environment where seeking help is seen as a strength, not a weakness. An environment where everyone understands that it's okay not to be okay sometimes, because after all, we are all human. And being human means experiencing a full spectrum of emotions, including those that make us feel vulnerable or uncomfortable. Recognizing the signs and symptoms of mental health issues is crucial. Why, you may ask? Well, just like physical illnesses, mental health conditions have their own indicators. It's these clues that can alert us to the fact that we or someone we know might be struggling mentally. Mental health symptoms can take on many forms and often look different for each individual. It's important to remember that experiencing these signs doesn't necessarily mean that a person has a mental health disorder. It's just a cue to pay attention and perhaps seek professional advice. One of the most common signs is a change in behavior or mood. This could be a shift in someone's eating or sleeping habits. Maybe they're eating or sleeping too much or too little. Perhaps there's a sudden loss of interest in activities they once enjoyed, or maybe it's a persistent feeling of sadness, anxiety, or emptiness. Physical symptoms can also be a sign of a mental health issue. This could manifest as unexplained aches and pains, constant fatigue, or even drastic changes in weight. Mental health struggles can also lead to difficulties in concentrating, remembering, or making decisions. Sometimes the signs are more severe, like thoughts about death or suicide, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, or even engaging in risky behaviors. It's also worth noting that these signs can show up differently in young people. Children and teenagers might have trouble with school performance, exhibit rebellious behavior, or even experience severe mood swings. Remember, it's not about diagnosing oneself or others, but rather about recognizing that something might be off and that help may be needed. It's about opening a conversation, breaking the silence, and saying, "Hey, I'm here for you, and it's okay to seek help." So if you or someone you know is experiencing these signs, take it seriously, don't ignore it. Reach out to a mental health professional. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's one of the bravest things you can do. If you or someone you know is experiencing these signs, remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Seeking professional help is as important as seeking medical help for a physical ailment. When our bodies show signs of discomfort, we often rush to a doctor without a second thought. However, when our minds are in turmoil, we hesitate. This hesitation is often fueled by societal stigmas and misconceptions. But remember, mental health professionals are trained to help us navigate these complex emotional landscapes. They provide us with tools to manage our mental well-being, much like a doctor would prescribe medicine for a physical ailment. Whether it's a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a counselor, or a social worker, these professionals can offer the support and guidance needed to manage and overcome our mental health challenges. Their expertise can empower us to reclaim control over our mental well-being and live a more balanced, fulfilling life. Remember, they are here to guide and support us on our journey to better mental health. Taking care of your mental health is a lifelong journey. Like any journey, it's not always a straight path. There may be twists and turns, ups and downs, but remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Nurturing your mental health involves self-care and adopting coping strategies that work best for you. Self-care can take many forms. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to breathe deeply and clear your mind, or as complex as developing a regular exercise routine. It's about doing what makes you feel good, what revitalizes your spirit, and what helps you cope with stress. Coping strategies, on the other hand, are the tools you use to deal with life's challenges. This could be anything from journaling your thoughts and feelings, to practicing mindfulness, to leaning on a trusted friend or family member for support. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. We'll explore various self-care techniques and coping strategies to help you find your own path to mental well-being. Building a supportive community is crucial. It's like having a safety net that's there to catch you when you stumble, providing comfort, understanding, and reassurance. In the realm of mental health, this community can be made up of family, friends, healthcare professionals, or even online support groups. These communities become a safe haven where you can share your experiences, fears, and victories without feeling judged or misunderstood. They are places where you can find others who are walking a similar path, who can guide you, inspire you, and remind you that you're not alone in your struggles. In this community, you'll find strength in numbers. You'll find shared experiences, shared resilience, and shared hope. And in this sharing, you'll discover that your struggles are not solitary, but a part of the human experience. We'll discuss the importance of connecting with others who understand your struggles and provide a helping hand. In closing, my dear viewers, remember that mental health is just as important as physical health. We've embarked on an enlightening journey today, shedding light on a topic often shrouded in shadows. It's clear that understanding mental health, recognizing the signs, seeking help, and practicing self-care are all vital steps in our journey towards better mental health. Let's not forget the power of community and the strength found in sharing our experiences. Mental health struggles are nothing to be ashamed of. They are battles fought by brave souls, and each one of us can play a role in supporting those around us. So let's break the silence, let's break the stigma, and let's stand together. Remember, mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. Stay strong, stay kind, and remember, you are not alone.